Uh, as I said, I was gonna do a video on everything on how to fight back on this culture war. I was gonna do one on sports, but it was just the same stuff. Just things with sports. I mean, wrestling, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, like, and not that I ever really watch. I realize saying it and saying that I don't watch it in a lot of people's minds gonna be proof that I do, but I honestly don't watch it. I know of it. If you look at what is it, powder puff football, I think, or is I know there's lingerie football and there's powder puff. I think powder puff is they actually wear clothes. But if you look at that football versus, a couple of kids in a backyard, you know what I mean? Which one looks more intense when you actually look at that? Look at, just was I think the women's Olympics teams are having to go against like, I heard it was like freshman high school boys or something like that. But I don't know how true that part is. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I'm bringing it up because yeah, I know there's stuff out there, but there wasn't a lot. There's not a whole lot, at least that I found. And I didn't want to do too much digging because, admittedly, those videos didn't really pull a lot of views. So it's kind of like that. I have no problem doing it, but it's kind of like if no one's gonna, why bring up what people already know, basically. Anyway, sorry, I'm just ranting. But anyway, so how do we fight back and end this culture war? Well, for example, for those of you who might work at Starbucks or Ubisoft or whatever, any company where they're going to do the whole, or Google, where they're going to do the whole forced diversity training, let's be honest, this right here would probably be something good for you. Why? It's a pen. All it does is record audio. That's it. Ask whatever question you're going to want to ask, or just let other people ask it. Don't bring attention to yourself. And then you can release it. And I promise you, there's plenty of people on YouTube that are bigger than me who I mean, odds are none of those people are going to see my little stuff. But on the off chance it gets out there, here it is. It's something you can keep in your pocket. It looks like a pen. I'm not going to go into the videos, but basically, I have one. I don't remember where I put it actually. Um, uh, you basically what did is you just basically unscrew it, and I think you can't change out the ink. It has a little SD card. You can just those little micro SD cards. Slap it in, hit the record. I think it's like the part of the pen on top. No, you have to when you do it, you have to hit it, close it, and then it starts recording. There's nothing on the outside that says this is not a normal pen. The other thing is it's kind of cheap, like when you try and screw it and unscrew it. So you might want to practice with that. You really should practice. But it'll record audio, and you can charge it. It has a little USB port. Same thing. You gotta unscrew it to be able to charge it. From the outside, it looks like a regular pen. It can write. It can do everything you need it to do. So it's probably something good to have. And hold on, if I can, okay, it's probably something good to have just because. And as you can see, there's plenty of people who do reviews on it. I don't know. Oh, okay. See, I mean, something like this, it'll work. This is also good for the whole Me Too movement to prove that yes, it's real. See, button pen, lens. Oh, really? I didn't know they have one with the camera. Cool. I didn't know that. Oh, DIY. Okay. I don't know about all that crap. But I do know that yes, a lot of them is just recording. Like mine just records voice or audio. So, but another one I think Steven Crowder and them could use is one of these. I have one right here. Spywatch. Same thing. It can record. Here's one that looks like I can't think of those damn things. Those Fitbits, I guess. Kind of looks like a Fitbit. But either way, it kind of looks like one. I thought it was decent. It has a nice little camera. Same thing right here. The camera, mic, or audio. It can take pictures, I guess. So imagine that you have Steven Crowder, and then what do they always have to do? They always have to get their phone. They always have to put it in their pocket, and they have to like just put like maybe that, or have to like hide it behind a pack of cigarettes or something like that, and hope people don't really see it. Okay, so as people still see the phone in your pocket. Think about it. How much or how often can you do that? How often can you do that and get away with it? How often is that really feasible? Don't get me wrong, they've done quite a bit just by doing that alone. But you just get one of these, you slap it on, and that's it. It's there. It is. You just you might have to be kind of like that, or you have to learn how to recross your arms, kind of like that. I don't know how we all can see that, but something like that. You just have to learn to kind of kind of readjust yourself, or something like that. If you really want to get their face, whatever. I'll let you do that. Whatever little small vice you want to invent for yourself to do, you could always do that. The only problem is it's pretty thick. Let's see, that's fairly thick. However, I know a guy who's like a watch fanatic, and I forgot what brand he told me it was, or it does have thick watches like that. It was I want to. I think he said it was like kind of like it sounds like a jet one. I believe it was something jet. I can't remember. Crap. I'm sorry. But either way, there is a brand of watches that do come that thick. And he's a big watch guy, so he was, he it's like a hobby of his. So like he saw that on me one time and he's like, "Oh, was that a whatever?" And I looked at him and then I told him it's someone I can trust. So I was like, I told him what it was. Like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I was like, "Okay." Like, yeah, blah blah blah. And he's just going into detail about it. It's you might want to look over these videos because it does come with instructions, but they're pretty wank. But you have like where it has like each one of these right here will be something different. Like ones that you press it. Sorry, you press one and I forget which one it is. I hardly ever use this. Remember, you hold this one down for about 3 seconds, and a little light will turn blue. And there's like a little this one here is like the audio, and you just have to unscrew it. It's best if you unscrew it because otherwise it'll sound like it's gonna sound a little bit muffled, basically, like kind of like if there's a tunnel and you put something over the tunnel, you can still hear what the other person's saying. It's just muffled. It's basically that. So it's obviously better if you remove that, put it somewhere, a small little bag or something like that. And one I think is like pictures, and the other is for actually setting the watch and all that. So imagine it when Steven Crowder and them were exposing Antifa. What happens if they would have caught, not Gay Jared's phone? You had these guys admitting they're going to try and lure people out somewhere, like so just so they can have an excuse. They say, "Oh well, they followed us. They were aggressive, so we had to shoot." You have people admitting this. So what do you think they would have done if they had? Oh, all we need is his cell phone. That way he can't, upload this, and we got him. Do you think they were gonna? Hey, look, we don't appreciate that. We're triggered by you exposing us. No, what happened to that black kid who went to go over there and he was disagreeing with them? That one, I don't know what it was. It was like a real super flamboyant dude or a chick with pretty much no tits, like punched him, and then when he swung back, and the cops get there, like, oh, he attacked this guy, he attacked, and we were just sitting here, we were standing here, he just came up and started trying to fight us, and it was pretty big for a while, but I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. They're for the blacks and minorities and all that, and they talk about the school to prison pipeline, but the second is, someone doesn't agree with them, it's okay to get violent, it's okay to get them arrested, it's okay to do all these other things to them. So, yeah, that's something right there you can get busted on. But let's say you're not really a watch guy and people know that. Maybe you wear glasses. I wear contacts. Guess what? Here we go. There's plenty of them. You could actually I don't know if you. I would imagine, yeah, like the frames are like, or the glasses that go in the frames are just super cheap, just plain glass. I imagine though, you could probably go and get, the hey, look, these are some glasses. I want these glasses to have my prescription in there, because they do make prescription goggles for safety, like for bandsaws and so on. I don't know how much that will cost. I admit this 100%, but I imagine yes, you could probably get your prescription glasses attached to one of these, put it on. It's what are you gonna do? Go to a business meeting, or you go to work and like, oh hey, we need to have this diversity program. Oh, give us your glasses. Hey man, these are my prescription glasses. What are they gonna do? Give us your prescription glasses? I would love to see how that would go down in court. Yeah, we were trying to take, our employee's prescription glasses so he can come to a meeting. I mean, you see what I mean? Like, imagine how that would look on a company. So I kind of feel like this right here would be the best bet. Granted, it's not expensive, or granted, you got the money for it. Like, if you work for a game company, I imagine you have okay money. I'm not saying rich, but you enough to make an okay living. I imagine you can be like, okay, I got a little bit of money and put aside. This might be worth it. Why? Because like James Damore. Think about it. Let's say he was able to take these. Let's say he had these. He goes in, he does his thing. He's recording these people giving him shit because he's middle right, I guess, or something, or just in the center. Imagine that. He'd be able to prove that in court. Yeah, here they are talking shit to me, telling me this crap, telling me whatever the hell they want, telling me all this crap. Here's proof. Here it is, what I went through at work. Imagine that court case. Imagine if who is it? That one teacher who played Jordan Peterson, just a recording of it, and they were saying about how people didn't feel safe and all this other crap. Could you imagine that? No, I'm not. I don't know about Wadankula and recording. What happened in that court case. Although pretty sure that right there, I think that's illegal. Pretty sure it is, but I don't know what it's like over in the U.S. or not in the EU, or was he in Scotland? EU, UK, wherever. I don't know. Um, you see what I mean? That right there would be something he could have used. Um, anyway, that's kind of about it, actually. Just a couple of different spy things to help you fight back again in this culture war. Not calling for violence. I don't condone that. I condone self-defense. Somebody comes up and gets violent with you, such as that one kid who got punched and he punched back. That's a different story. That violence was brought to him. He defended himself. I can support that 100%. Moldy Locks, who sit there when they were talking about how some old guy was trying to protect his granddaughter, I think, and he got hurt by one of the bottles that she filled with what was it? The black powder from the Mortem eight the M80 rounds, the fireworks. What did say? Oh, no one said the revolution would be easy. And then some guy was able to prove that yeah, he punched her in the face because she was there to with the intent of violence. She even bragged about it on her Twitter and all that crap. There's a lot of things that I think this type of stuff could prove is true. And you know what? Now say this to the left. This will prove what you're saying is true. Because at the time of this video that I'm recording it, Riley Riley Dennis put out another damn video talking about how he gets weird looks, dirty looks when he kisses his girlfriend because people don't like seeing two women making out. First of all, you're not a woman. You kind of look like one because you're fucking anorexic as shit. You have long hair, and I don't know. I assume you put on makeup. So I think people are just trying to figure out what the fuck you are. But it's not that hard. I mean, I've seen a dude where I work at who goes in there trying to be a chick. He's just a dude. Is basically like if I was to put on a skirt, a bra, and maybe like a vest, something like that. and I dyed my hair and then went walking around. All right, I mean, I remember when I saw like, what the fuck is? I was like looking like, what the fuck? Like, I get it, fine, but it's stupid. You're not a chick, Riley. People aren't looking at you because they see two women. Only you see yourself as a woman. You and other people in your comments like, oh, you go, girl. Yeah, trust me. I'm sure they know you're really a dude. They know you look like a guy. There's no mistaking that. I could go say my another idea of mine. However, I would personally say that's more of a get into a personal attack, which I'm not really gonna do. I kind of did it one time with Onision's wife, and someone called me out on it. And there's a comment, I didn't delete it, and I even admit it. Hey, you know what, man? You're right. I crossed that line. I shouldn't have did that. Doing that makes me no different than them. You win. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm a dick at times. I'm a bit of a troll. I like to press some buttons and see what happens. Just for that reaction. Just I'm gonna get the reaction out of this guy eventually. Here we go. Here we go. But that's it. And again, I admit it. Anyway, sorry, off of that tangent. And I might do a video on, as like I said, at the time of this, I just saw it. So if I do make it, I'll probably put that up before this one. But odds are, I'm not gonna bother, or I didn't bother because I'm just trying to argue with someone's delusion. It's like arguing with the schizophrenic that there's no pink elephants. I admit I don't see that. Just because I don't see those pink elephants doesn't mean that schizo doesn't see those pink elephants. You know what I mean? It's kind of it's a lose lose. I'm gonna be wasting my time to get nowhere, and then someone that delusional who has a bunch of followers, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? That's it. It's whatever. You get what I mean. But anyway, but I also might just for the views, just because. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. And like I said, if they're giving and like I said, if they're giving you dirty looks and you got this, hey, you done proved me wrong. People, it's footage of people giving you dirty looks. You go to your Amy's ice cream, you go Starbucks, wherever the hell, you kiss your girl, you know, people start giving you dirty looks. I think that if anything, I think the dirty looks actually and this just came to me, is because you're still like, the lesbian life or something like that. People look and they see a dude talking about being a lesbian. I think you just confuse the fuck out of them with that. But anyway, either side, it doesn't matter, left, right, whatever. You have one of these, you take it with you, you see some shit start going down, you have proof. And then I do see videos that, when people are on YouTube like, oh, well, you're being recorded. What do they do? Bam, slap that phone, the damn thing goes flying. Sometimes they'll break the person's phone. Try slapping this off of someone's wrist. Someone might have glasses. What happens? That guy, it's right here, it's recorded. You show the police, here, look, these are prescription. Oh, by the way, right here, because the camera's on the center part, they're recording this guy looking right at me with his hand coming to my face. You got him right there. I mean, I'd imagine unless even the police are going SJW and shit like that. Hopefully not, but still, you pretty much got it. You have the person's direct face. Now, immediately they come on off the side like the sucker punch, like they fucking like to do. Have other friends there with their shit. You know what I mean? If someone doesn't have it and they're using their phone, okay, that person has their phone. But these things aren't that expensive, and I'll have to remember to look up some links and post it in the description here. But think about it. If you have one of those diversity meetings, if you can get the damn pen. You can record that shit with the pen. What are they gonna do? Give us your pens? You know what I mean? Hey man, it's my pen. Fuck you. You know? Obviously, don't ever let anyone borrow it. But still, you have your pen. You have your prescription. If you can get the prescription part, these are my prescription glasses. You can't take these from me. What are they gonna do? Give us your prescription glasses? You're fired. Even if they do, you still have that recorded. So what, you know what I mean? Like, you basically put them in a box. And the same thing, if a woman's being sexually harassed, assaulted, or let's say harassed at work, her boss is like, oh, do you really want that raise? Because my dick's not gonna suck itself. Guess what? She's got him. This also helps, a woman being sexually harassed at work. This helps out so many different things. A woman says, a guy, tried to rape her. He says I didn't. What's better than visual proof of, here's the proof when me and her got together, I did not do anything. She came for me. I said, hey, look, like it depends on how old school you are. Like, hey, look, I don't want to rush into this. So no, you're an attractive woman, but not right now. And she just gets offended because, oh, how can he not want me? Oh, I'm gonna say he raped me. Or I know how to give victim points. I'm gonna say I got raped by these guys. Or my boyfriend cheated on me. I'm gonna say he raped me. That right there would be able to prove quite a bit. It would help out anyway. I mean, a girl getting revenge. How do you record? Obviously, you wouldn't record. You're gonna go do it, but still. Again, like I said, I talk off the top of my head, but there's the more I'm talking about, the more I think about it. The more I realize, oh wait, there's a lot that could be done with it. More than I originally, anticipated of the uses and even maybe how to implement it. Because yeah, I had this, like I said, I hardly ever use it. But just think about that. Just let that sink in. Think of what you could do. Where would it come in handy for you? Like for me, being a Hispanic who they claim to speak up for and want to defend, when they come up and sit there and tell me, how I shouldn't vote the way I do because I don't know what's good for or they're trying to do what's good for me. In other words, I need that white savior to come over here and white mansplain to me what the fuck it is I need to keep me safe. No, you see that thing right there? That's my radio, or that's one of them. I was testing out. I got some rechargeable batteries because supposedly they don't put as much power, so therefore it may not work. I bought some. I tested it out. It works. I have one regular battery in there because rechargeable batteries come in pack of 4. That thing needs 9. My other one needs like 6, I think. Maybe a little more. I forget. But rechargeable batteries. In an emergency, I have a solar powered charger. Bam. Anyway, that's not what this is about. I'm sorry. But you get what I mean here. Oh, yes, it's saying also a USB port. Yeah, that's how it charges. You take this back part off, you plug it in, the battery recharges. You don't ever have to buy batteries for it. You just have to charge it. There's videos that talk about this, obviously. You can always look it up. I'll just put the links in. Check out which one you like, which one you think is for you. If you can afford, more than one, go for it. Like I said, I have this and I have the pen. They work for me. I wear contacts. Otherwise, I would probably check into these, see which ones I think I kind of like the way they look. Put some prescription glasses. Done. I put the prescription lenses. I'm done. That's it. Could be looking right at a girl. I could, I'm not into slutty women. I'm sorry. No, sorry, lady. I'm not into sluts. Get away from me. She gets pissed off. Oh, that man raped me. No, actually, I have the interaction right here. Here's the SD card that shows I turned her down because I'm not into sluts. That protects me. Video proof. So anyway, I guess that's it. I kind of made this longer than I expected. But anyway, tell what you guys think with possible uses. Who do you think this would actually be really good for? Stuff like that. Because, like, who is it? The guy who plays the Superman. He doesn't want to date because of the Me Too movement. He's scared he's going to be accused of something. There's so much crap. And also, I'm going to mention that because it lets me tag it just so I can maybe get more views. I know it's kind of a cheap thing to do, but I do kind of want to get it to grow. And I'm thankful also thank you to my new subs. I had like one or two more. Thank you guys. Thank you to my other people who comment. Thank you guys who do like the videos, so on. I realize it's not much, but it does mean a lot to someone who's so real small, who's who just, even though like I said, I just do it, it is still something that's very appreciated. And even seeing it grow, I always appreciate it. When I see I lose a sub, I get a little let down. Like, oh crap, what could I have? What could I have done maybe to keep that guy or girl? I would say guy because it's mostly guys, I think, who subscribe. At least it seems to be. But either way, like what could I have done to keep that person? What did that person want to see? Which is also why I'm always open to new things. So anyway, if you would please, share this video. Hopefully, like I said, I do kind of want to at least grow a little bit to where when I make these kinds of videos, it's not for nothing. Because I have one about video games and video game armor versus real life armor. No views. I mean, it's like ouch. Okay, I get it. That's right, not a big thing. But anyway, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Uh, any thoughts on this thing? Do you think it'll actually help end the culture war one way or another, or do you think it'll just keep it at a stalemate? Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care.